Welcome back to another Bourbon Santa video. Today we're going to try something that's truly a unicorn. We're trying 19-year, 4-month-old Four Roses single barrels. Now these are the OBSF blend, or recipe I should say, and they're sister barrels, and they were for the Mayfield tornado victims, the fundraiser charity thing that Four Roses did. And 11 guys got together and put in a buttload of money and ended up with 2 barrels of Four Roses single barrel, 19-year, 4 months. So this is going to be the absolute oldest Four Roses I've ever had, because this is the oldest Four Roses they've ever made. So single barrels, the oldest single barrels, right?
Oldest single barrel. They had their distiller pick at 20 years.
Yeah. That was that one-off thing they did that sold out in 3 seconds, and then was immediately on secondary for crazy money.
To my knowledge, private barrel-wise, that is the oldest private barrel.
Oldest private barrel. So I got my off-screen fact checker here with me just in case. So let's dive into these things because I'm excited. Now, I have a complicated history with Four Roses. It's not a distillery that I particularly love. I've tried 9 of the 10 recipes, and of those there were 2 recipes that I kind of liked. The rest I wasn't a huge fan of, and of course I don't remember which 2 those were. So because that was a big review I did with all those different recipes and a couple of the annual releases, and by the end of it I was woo. So I don't do 10-part blind flights anymore because of that. So let's stick with these 2 and go for it right now. Wow. That smells amazing. Very vanilla'd. There's rose water. Freaking rose water. I don't know that I've ever gotten that note on whiskey before. I've seen other whiskey reviewers mention that note, and I was like, what the hell is rose water? And so I went and smelled some, and I actually do get that note on this. Vanilla, cherry, rose water, citrus, but like orange blossoms. It's flowery, floral. And that's the complaint that I usually have about Four Roses. It's really floral, but to me it comes forward like vegetal, like green, like stems and stalks. Like if you ever buy a bouquet of flowers and you cut the stems to fit your vase, that smell that you get, that's the floral that I usually get on Four Roses. This is all flowers. It's starting to get a little more butterscotchy, a little caramelly. Oh, these are the same exact distillate, 19 years, 4 months, both of them. They were sisters. I'm not sure how they do their barrels, but these are both barrel number 63. This one is S, that could be a 5, either S or 5H, and this is S or 5B, the handwriting on there. I don't know if that's a 5 or an S. But they're sister barrels. They hung out near each other in the warehouse. Now this one smells significantly different from this one. This one with the gray label, this one's red label. If you ever see these anywhere, ever. The gray label is got a meloniness to it, and like cantaloupe kind of melon. And it is more of that green vegetal than this one. This one, the red label, is more flower petals. And this one noses a little spicier too. It's just a little more sharp, a little rougher. It's amazing the difference that the oak makes between 2 barrels. It never stops shocking me. Okay, so I want to taste this one first. Oh yeah. So far I like this one better. Sweeter, rounder, less sharp, and that pretty delicate flower petal note. That's nice. And it's not overly oaked. There's a lot of oak. There's a lot of oak there for that 19 years and 4 months, but it's not too much. Elijah Craig 18 year is way oakier than this. The butterscotch, the flower petaliness comes through. It's kind of potpourri in a glass with butterscotch, vanilla, and cherry. And oak, of course, oak. I like that a lot. It's spicier on the palate, this one is, than the nose would lead you to believe it would be. The nose is super round and soft, and the palate is very spicy, and it lingers. I didn't even talk about the proof point on these things. These are both just over 60% alcohol. This one's 60.6, and this one is 61.6. So super close in proof point and quite high. So let's try the second one. That one's smoky. Oh, wow. And nutty. It's got a nut, like a caramel corn, nutty, poppycock kind of, but smoky at the same time. Sort of feel like you're eating caramel corn next to a barbecue grill that's rolling smoke. That's a very interesting, and going back to the nose, it's heavily carameled. And the vegetal note is a lot more tame after tasting it. The smoky note is awesome on this one. And that flowery flower petal note is really interesting on this one. I think I like the nose better on that one, but palate-wise, they're so different from each other and both so interesting that I don't think there's a winner there. But on the nose, that one wins the nose. This one, after a few sips, that vegetal note starts to come back a little bit. But that smoky bit on the palate, ooh. Oh my gosh. That's fantastic. Super interesting. Thank you, Shelby, for letting me try these. Thank you guys for watching. Man, I know these might someday show up on secondary. It'll be crazy money. But what an unbelievable once-of-a-lifetime kind of experience to try something this old and single barrel from 4Roses. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time.